Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rulla Alani, and today we will be discussing what you must include in your online dating profile. I get tons of questions from all of you asking me about dating profiles, what you should include, what you shouldn't include, and so I figured I would make just one comprehensive video talking about what you must include in your online dating profile if you want to stand out. So I just want you guys to remember that a dating profile should be created with intention. Think about it like a dating resume. So if you were going out looking for a job, you would be really serious about how your resume looked, if all your experience was laid out there, if your cover letter was all written, right? So the same thing is true of online dating. A lot of people just put together a really slopping dating profile and then they wonder why nobody's reaching out to them or they're getting just horrific messages. So you really want to be intentional while creating your dating profile because that's going to give you the highest chance of success. Writing a dating profile is pretty simple, you guys. It's not freaking rocket science, but you don't want to be someone who gives zero effort and you don't want to be someone who gives way too much effort. My dating profile strategy consists of 5 things, and if you incorporate all 5 of these things, your profile is going to stand out. It's not just going to be like everyone else's. So the first thing that you want to include is just kind of who you are, right? And that's your name, age, location. This is probably already on your profile, but if it's not, make sure to add it. Now, you could put this all into one sentence. I am a 25-year-old female residing in Oceanside, California. You want to be honest about your age and where you are currently living. Number 2 is an interesting fact. I always tell you guys to include something that would not otherwise be evident on a first glance, okay? If you have a picture already that kind of signifies this thing, then you don't need to talk about it again, okay? So you don't want to be redundant, you don't want to be repetitive, you really want to include something interesting that other people wouldn't know if they just walked right by you at the store. So, are you a black belt in karate? Do you know how to speak 5 languages? Have you lived in 3 continents? I don't know, but you know, right? So include that interesting fact, so then right off the bat it's like, okay, this person's this old, they live here, and then boom, they have the interesting fact right away, which draws them in and makes you more than just a name and an age, right? Now there's some depth. Now they're getting to know who you are, right? What makes you you. The third thing to include is your hobbies. You definitely want to include what you do in your leisure time. A lot of people ask me if they should include their job or their career on their profile, and I actually don't think that you need to. I don't think it's a must. Hobbies are more of a must because hobbies are what you do for fun, what you do on the weekends. Your job doesn't really say much about who you are, right? Because it's just what you do for work. And it is probably something that you would discuss on a first date or second date or third date. So flat out saying what your career is fine, you know, if you'd like to, go ahead. Maybe it's even an interesting fact. Maybe you're the only woman in an engineering department. That's pretty interesting. But in terms of career, I don't think you need to put it on there because you're gonna eventually talk about that anyway. There was something that I read somewhere and it said, why is it that in America when someone asks us, what do you do, we automatically respond with our job? Why don't we respond with what we like to do, what we do for fun, what our leisure activities are? And that really got me thinking, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, because if someone were to ask me, what do you do? I mean, I'm a business owner, but that doesn't really say what I do. I write, I film, I create, you know, I love to cook, I love to shop, I love to travel. So like all of those things truly define me. I think that is a lot more interesting. Figuring out that I like to read, I like to write, I like to travel. That's a lot more interesting than figuring out I'm a business owner. Hobbies, activities, interests, all of these things are really nice because once again, it sets you apart from the crowd. There are gonna be dozens of other people on there who are accountants, who are students, who are teachers, who are lawyers, right? But there aren't going to be that many people out there with your same interests, your same hobbies, and your same attributes. attributes. That would be the third thing to include. The fourth thing that you must include is, what are you looking for? And I've talked about this in another video. It should be one sentence. I am looking for a blank who blank. Okay? I am looking for a gentleman who will sweep me off my feet. I am looking for an amazing creative who will enhance my life with his music, with his art. You really kind of just want to narrow down what it is that you want in one sentence. Who is it that you're seeking, and what are they going to do? What are they going to add to your life? What are they going to contribute? So that is the fourth piece. You must include that. Do not create a dating profile without even discussing who it is that you're looking for or what type of dynamic you're looking for. If you are looking to get married, you better say, I am looking for my future husband who will spend the rest of his life with me. Let's say you're just looking for fun. I am looking for a adventurous man who will enjoy his weekends away with me. Just be very clear and be very specific if it's a relationship, if it's just for hookups, if you're looking for your lifelong partner, right? Because a dating profile should define what you're looking for, and if by just viewing your profile and looking at the pictures, the person has no idea, then that means you've kind of failed the mission of creating a profile, of creating a dating resume, right? So be very clear. The fifth piece, which isn't really a must, but for me it is because I just think it's very interesting and I love when people include this in their profiles, and this is kind of like a quote or a motto or even a life goal. I think that it's really cool when you put this profile, you put who you're looking for, and then you end it off with a bang. There are so many things you can put here, and I actually talk more in depth about this in my other video. I'll link it up above here, and in that video I talk about how to write the best dating profile if you're looking for a relationship. So if you are currently looking for a relationship, then make sure to check out this video afterwards, because that is going to give you an even more depth understanding of how to create a dating profile. And I actually go through it with you guys step by step, kind of coming up with a fake persona, and I talk about, you know, examples of life mottos and quotes that you could potentially use. So make sure to check out that video next. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will see you all very soon. Bye!